Let me show you how to make some Boston cream donuts at home. I'm starting off with a 1.5 cups of warm milk. I took this straight out of the fridge and into the microwave for 1 minute and 50 seconds. And I'm adding around 5 tablespoons of butter. And we just want to let that quickly melt. Yes, that step could be avoided by just using a 1.5 cups of warm milk with 5 tablespoons of butter. I just did it differently today. So I'm taking my 1.5 cups of warm milk with my 5 tablespoons of melted butter and adding it to my electric mixing bowl. I feel like I just made things way more complicated. 1/2 cup of warm water, 4.5 teaspoons of yeast, and I'm just using the traditional dry active, but you can always use the quick rise as well. Now just 1/4 cup of sugar. Giving this a really, really good mix and gonna let it sit on the counter for 5 minutes. I dropped an entire jar of yeast in my fridge on the ground and my dog is eating it. Is that bad? I'm gonna start incorporating some flour now. So that's 2, 3. Throwing this into my electric mixer before I add any more flour. I gave it a quick mix and then I did have to incorporate like another 1/2 cup to 3/4 cup. Obviously it's going to be different for everybody, but this is how my dough turned out. It is absolutely not sticky. It is stretchy. We're going to grease our bowl. We're going to throw the dough in. This is a lot of dough as well. Like you don't have to make this amount of donuts. You can always cut the recipe in half, but going to cover it and let it rest until it doubles in size. Look at the dough. It's been about 1.5 hours. Beautiful. That rose beautifully. I'm gonna roll it out to about 1 inch thick. I do want them pretty thick. This is the size of cutter that I'm using. This is how thick mine are. These are gonna be pretty big donuts. We're gonna cover these and let them do a second rest. I'm gonna go ahead and make some custard to go inside of our Boston cream donuts, and I'm following the recipe on the back. The brand is also Bird's custard powder. I have done a separate video on how to make homemade custard, but I'm doing it this way this time. Just using some vegetable oil. All right, I let them do a second rest for about 1 hour, which might have been a little too long. But we're hoping for the best here. So I don't know. They look like giant, what am I trying to think of? English muffins. They look like giant English muffins. They cook extremely fast. I'm actually really excited. I'm going to continue with the rest. All of our donuts are done, and this probably would have made like 24 donuts, but I gave the rest of my dough for Harper to play with, so I got 10. All right, I am not a good piper, so we're gonna attempt this together. I just have this little, like, I don't know, looks like a tool a doctor would use. I don't think the custard is ready, but we're just moving past anyways. Ew, this looks like scrambled eggs. I don't have high hopes for this.
That has to pull
It's
it.
working.
Oh,
What?
okay.
What'd I do?
Nothing.
Look, it did.
Oh, yeah.
It's working. Okay. I'm really excited. I've actually never done this before. So now do we go through the butt? What do I do?
The side.
Which go? Okay. Do I just poke it?
The butt, yeah.
We're gonna pre-poke the hole. Because that wasn't working. How do I know, like, how much to do? Oh, I can feel it filling. Okay, this is really cool. All right, we have one filled. We're just putting it onto a cookie tray, and I'm gonna continue with the rest. Harper wanted one without the cream filling, so I just went ahead and dunked it in that ganache. Yesterday I made ganache. You guys can go back and find that video, and it is strictly just chocolate chips and heavy cream. I'm going to take all of our Boston cream donuts. I have a friend here who feels I've overfilled them by like a lot, like 90% more than I probably should have. And they weigh about 1/2 pound each as well. That could be because of the filling. We're gonna go ahead and dunk them in that ganache.
First, he likes the pebble. There, go boy, Bruce.
I hope they taste as good as these look. They are so good. We're overfilled.